Hello, guys. This is Pinky, the housewife. Uh, Also, I'm going to carry this on my other two channels as well, Pink Global and the original Pinky. But breaking news just came out not too long ago. I would say probably sometime tonight because not too many people know about it. So it just came out. When I first heard it, I would say it was about maybe um, right after I got off my live tonight. And so I'm trying to get this out to you all. Let me just go ahead and tell you what it is. All right. It's it's a bit much, okay? A bit much. Uh, Let me just say everything is alleged. This is my opinion only. And this video is made for entertainment and educational purposes only. I haven't said that in a long time. But mm, mm, mm. It's just hard to get it out. This is in regards to Tyler Perry Studios. Tyler Perry Studios, a show that's called The Oval. The Oval. One of my favorite shows. I used to watch this show on Wednesdays. It would come on. First, it would be the Oval would come on after the first one. The first one, what was? Oh gosh, I just went for a blank. But the Oval would come on after the other show. No, the Oval would come on first. Then after the Oval is the other show. I think is Ruthless. Ruthless. Yes. Um, and this is an actor claiming that he was RAPE. Uh, it's alleged, um, but he wants his story to be put out there. His name is Braxton Wells. Like I said, he's an actor on the Oval, and he is whew, putting it out there for you. And he wants to make sure this get out there. Um, we I will be doing a live on it tomorrow, along with the Sean Diddy, P Diddy, Puff Daddy. Um, I will be continuing with that, but we are going to talk about this tomorrow as well. So I'll go, uh, we'll dive deep into it because I have everything for everything. So we'll dive deep into it. But I do remember, when I said I watched the Oval, that was the Oval, and then Ruthless was one of my favorite shows. When I say I watched them back to back, um, I saw all the episodes, so I know all the characters and the cast members, um, you know, from TV. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm going to go ahead and put up his. I'm going to go ahead and put up the Instagram post, and we're just going to dive straight into it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here. This is Braxton's official page, and that is him in the peach color shirt. And the first picture is a picture of him, too, right here. Mm. Okay, I'm going to read what it says for you all. Oh my God, this is just hard because, men do have things. allegations of RAPE, XCX, abuse and everything. They go through the. It's just hard for me to go through this. I mean, we're gonna read over the what he put here. When I say it's hard, it is. Uh, just so people know, I came out about this situation way before Derek Dixon. And you all know who Derek Dixon is. He was he recently just filed a lawsuit against Tyler Perry in the midst of this Diddy situation trial going on. Okay. And I think Derek lawsuit was for $260 million. I have to go back and look, but I think that's it. But let me just go back and look. I think it's best if I just go and look just to make sure. Uh, just give me 1 second, guys. And he got a big situation going on. It's really big. Uh, I'm trying to find the Tyler Perry quick. I got so much stuff on. Oh, oh God. Oh. Mm. Well, guys, tell you what, it's in here. You can check back with some of my videos because I'll check while we watch his Instagram live video. But anyway, Derek Dixon. He said I came out about this situation way before Derek Dixon. They told me to take down the video, threatened me, and even my own lawyer threatened me while I was trying to go to law enforcement. I posted everything on my page for people to read and not to glance. Okay. Someone telling him to be careful and to keep telling your truth. And then someone else is saying, I remember last year when you were first asking for help with this situation. I hope you get the justice you deserve. And at the end, somebody's putting up prayer hands. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into, if you can see it, we're going to get into the first video. Okay. Because you can see it's several videos. They're not that long. Um, and you have other information. Let me get into. Now, let me just show you this. This is the settlement, release, and non disclosure agreement. He did sign an NDA, okay? And I believe there was a payout. Okay, this is Tyler Perry Studio NDA clause to cover up a federal crime. Okay, let me. We'll listen. Let's go ahead and just listen, and then we'll go through the docs and everything tomorrow. If I don't start on, let's just start with the video first. Let me.
All right. I'm not about to hide anything with you guys. I'm not. And I'm not about to sit here and be afraid and be silenced by people knowingly they did me wrong. I'm calling out Tyler Perry Studios. I'm calling out Mark Swinton. I'm calling out Jeannie Harrison. I'm calling out Michael Robbins. I'm calling out Tyler Perry. and I'm calling out Mark Temple, and I'm calling out Chris Giovanni.
He's calling out everybody. And I don't think he's afraid anymore. I think he ain't got to the point of no return. Um, I feel for him. I really do. I feel for him. And I can see the stress and the sadness, looks like to me, in his eyes. But I'm glad he's telling his truth. I'm glad. If trying to keep all that in, it would tear you down. And I hope he gets the help that he needs, because I did watch some of his videos and I did read a lot of the docs.
I want you guys to know what you guys did to me was very unlawful. And me being a retired vet, U.S. Army vet, going through post traumatic stress disorder, going through mood, depressions, everything that I've claimed in my testimony, you all covered it up. You all covered up a felony crime of what Mark Swin has done to me. I've asked for help from the California State Bar to complain to Jeannie Harrison because she didn't tell me my California rights as a U.S. Army veteran and a California LA resident. I'm sitting here looking on the news.
Let me just say this. His case remind me of the same thing, the same exact thing with the Diddy trial. Diddy case, yes. Transportation. Cross state lines. He's from LA, went all the way to Tyler Perry studio. That's a from the big that's a big flight. And he do have receipts. Lots of receipts.
That this kid named Derek Dixon is getting unlimited jurisdiction quid pro as an LA resident, right? His incident happened in 2020 in Georgia in an employment place. He said he had a sexual harassment, and he was groped by Tyler Perry in Georgia as an employment place. But he's an LA resident. All right, y'all tracking what I'm saying?
Yes, we are.
2022, my incident. I get sexually assaulted and raped, drugged, blacked out. That's a felony crime.
What he's looking at, worse happened to me than Derek Dixon. I was put through hell and high water, whereas Derek Dixon just was almost in the water, and I went through in the water and barely survived. Um, that's what I think he's talking about. Um, and then you look at the timing, the date, who filed first, or who came out with their allegations first, and how much he got versus how much Derek got, or something.
And it happened in Georgia as a LA resident. So if you guys don't know the laws in Georgia, this is what they put against me. They said I had a 2 years of a statute of limitation. I got 5 months late. 2 years of statute.
2 years. That's what they told him. Somebody.
All right. I'm not about to hide anything with you guys. I'm not. And I'm not about to sit here and be afraid and be silenced by people knowingly they did me wrong. I'm calling out Tyler Perry Studios. I'm calling out Mark Swinton. I'm calling out Jeannie Harrison. I'm calling out Michael Robbins. I'm calling out Tyler Perry. And I'm calling out Mark Temple. And I'm calling out Chris Giovanni.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one.
2 years of statute of limitation, right? Now let's go back to Derek Dixon. 2020, same incident, but just a different, he has sexual harassment. That's way before statute of limitation, right? 2 years, right? That's what, 4, 5 years? And he gets a lawsuit with his attorney, Jonathan Delshad. Jonathan Delshad gets him a $260 million lawsuit. And it's all over TMZ, it's all over Fox, it's all over every news outlet that you can name up. Right? Every news outlet. But my civil attorney. Now let's go on a story. How all this stuff happened to me. Ever since I came out with my first video. Right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. TP, I'm not afraid of none of y'all. I'm not afraid of none of your lawyers. I'm not even part of this business, entertainment business anymore. You're gonna.
And I think the reason why he's letting everybody know, calling everybody out and saying he's not afraid of them from watching the videos earlier is because he's been trying to get help from so many people and he's been turned down. Whereas Derek Dixon got help right away. That's what he's looking at. What's the difference between him and Derek? He actually had it happen. Everything happened to him. And he's going to just, when you, oh, when we read his post, it's just heartbreaking. Okay. But it's, I feel for him.
To get exposed. Me being with Yahweh Elohim, Yahshua the Messiah, I am covered. And I'm about to expose every demon that is literally possessing you right now.
I mean, you can see he is pissed and tired of it being used by all these different lawyers and people, switching him to this person, that person, and find out they're all working together. It's one little petri dish of disease in there, all of them together. Oh, sounds like ooh, Lord. And he is pissed. You can see it in his hands. You can see it in his, oh my God.
I met a guy who's my manager named Chris Giovanni. Now, I had an agent out in Atlanta. Her name is Joy Purvis. Everybody knows Jay Purvis, of course, And I told her I was going to go to this guy named Chris Giovanni. And Joy told me, "Oh no, you shouldn't go to him. He's a bad guy. He's not going to be the right manager for you." So I'll say this.
When you hear somebody say something like to you, that's when that third eye pop out. And you give them that third eye. And then you don't go back. Because that sounds like a dirty old man or dirty old woman would say something like that. Her, ooh, Lord.
I meet Chris. I get signed, He wanted to have dinner. He wanted to meet up at Mama Shelter in Los Angeles. Mama Shelter is closed right now. It's closed down, but that's where me and him met up at, and we had a conversation. So I told him about my situation. Like, I was just telling him what I went through. And I went through the whole Tyler Perry situation with Mark Swinton and what he did to me, paying me $6,000 to shut the hell up, to not ruin my career, his career, or anything like that. And you know, I told him about the situation I went through, me being sexually assaulted and raped. And he told me, he was like, "Oh yeah,
Where that $6,000, I think that's where that $6,000 came from. And his, when you hear the situation, what happened, it just it just makes you want to just never accept a drink, or don't ever go to nobody's house. If it's business, tell them you meet them somewhere. Never go to their house. Or when they just met you, or you just got hired or working for them, and they want you to come to their house right away. They don't even know you. Mm-mm. Don't go. Don't accept no drinks for them. When somebody offer you a drink, make sure you drink whatever you want to drink before you leave home. Try not to get a little slush before you get there. Just drink some water or some lemonade, some apple juice, or Kool-Aid, or whatever you want. But do not get loaded before you get there. And do not accept anything from anybody. Because these days, world ain't safe. It ain't safe. Yeah, we got too many dirty. Ooh, Lord.
you know, I had the same client that went through that, and all my clients who are on working with Tyler, you know, they're going through a lot of stress, and people are taking advantage of his clients. Even somebody 2 years of statute of limitation, right? Now let's go back to Derek Dixon, 2020, same incident, but just a different. He has sexual harassment. That's way before statute of limitation, right? 2 years, right? That's what, 4, 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets a lawsuit with his attorney, Jonathan Delshad. Jonathan Delshad gets him a $260 million lawsuit. And it's all over TMZ, it's all over Fox, it's all over every news outlet that you can name up, right?
So that was correct. $260 million. I wasn't sure, and I was going to try to look it up, but I'm glad he said it for me.
Every news outlet. But my civil attorney. Now let's go on a story how all this stuff happened to me ever since I came out with my first video,
Okay.
right?
Okay. I think that's repeating
Oh
itself.
yeah, I had the same client that went through that, and all my clients who are on working with Tyler, you know, they're going through a lot of stress, and people are taking advantage of his clients. Even somebody, a female lead right now, I think her name is Melissa, who's on Ruthless.
Yeah. If anybody that watched the show, he shouldn't be calling that person's name out, because that person may not want you to know that she's got a problem, because they probably don't know yet that she got the same problem, and she is probably talking to somebody already about it. So, you know, and Braxton, he's he's upset. He's been going through this. People been using him and abusing him and trying to cover this stuff up, and all working all in one big sort of patriot dish, like I said. Oh, so, but all you have to do, just look, and Melissa, actually, I'm looking at her picture right now. Don't do what I do unless you want to. You can go type it in. You can type in either the, show's name, and type in cast members. I'll show you all the casts for each show. Basically, it's showing the cast members for both Ruthless and the Oval because it, it was strange because you can be watching one and the same characters be on the other show. They'd be switching back and forth from show to show. I think that's what made the show so good. Well, good for and interesting because the characters uh, switch from. I'm looking at the the poster of characters now, and they switch from show to show. So you see one of them, several of them maybe over in the Oval, and then when you turn to Ruthless, then some of them same cast members is on that show, and they go back. You know, that's what made it so good. It seemed like both shows was like married to each other, and it was good though. I didn't know all that was going on. I had no idea. But now that I do, well, I haven't watched it, but I didn't miss an episode all that time. And each season that came on, I watched every last one of them. But oh, I haven't watched it now. I think I may go back and. But Derek Dixon, I liked his character. Yes, I did. I did like his character. He was the person that slept on everybody's couch because he was homeless on the show. And then Mr. Wells, Braxton Wells, yeah, on the Oval. It was good. They just had us. No, I'm not going to talk about that. Let's go back to him.
It's saying the same thing that she's ready to leave Tyler Perry too, but that's another side of the story. I'm
Tell
not
me
even
what.
talking about that right now. He was the one that kind of orchestrated
But,
everything.
but he didn't supposed to tell his client's business. I think he's trying to muddy up the waters because they want him to lie. I hate to say it, but they do. An attorney telling him to lie. Oh, you better run.
And told me, I think you need to report this. I think you need to say something because I've been holding on for this for 2 years. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know who to go to. Being an actor, as y'all all know, it's a hard situation to go through. This is your life. This is what you want. This is your career. This is your dream, right? This is all that you want. But then, you know, you got somebody that you trust, your manager, that's going to support you in this. And he's like, I'm gonna help you, but I need you to when I do tip off this guy, and he's talking about Mark Temple, who's Tyler Perry's attorney. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but let's keep going. He tips Mark Temple's attorney and told him, "Hey, I have a client that's going through the situation. What you want me to do with this?" So Mark Temple tips off Tyler, as I quote, Tyler was pissed, right? Tyler was
Mm-hmm.
pissed. And that's all I hear from, you know, Chris. And Chris was telling me, they're going to have a third party attorney that's going to contact you and they're going to do it's going to be normal and they're going to ask you, hey, we've been hired for Tyler Perry Studios to do a employment place investigation, but Tyler's going to know about all the information. He's going to know about what's happening, know about all the accusations, right? Okay, so let's let's get to the nice things here. So Chris tells me, hey, just tell them that I try to send you an audition for Straw and this and that, and because I don't want to be having a conflict of interest because I have clients they're making about $100,000 each episode. I mean, well they're making their client his client is making 1 million, but he's making $100,000 on each client, and I'm pretty sure he has like he told me it was like three clients that he had on there. But anyway, that's like the moral of the story. But he told me to lie for
Now that's another. What when they tell you to lie, run. because that's a person. If he telling you to lie, you can't trust him again to do what's right for you, because he's lying to you then. Because if he telling you to lie, that means that's in his character. You have a faulty character. You run. It's too late. Because they're all working together. And they don't want him to get away. So they keep sending him to another attorney, this person, that person. But they all are in that little cesspool of that little petri dish. Yeah,
That's red flag number one.
red flag.
He's been working for Tyler for what, since he was 18. I think the guy's like 32 now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I'm not really good at math, but pretty sure that's what. What? Oh yeah, I had the same client that went through that, and all my clients who are on working with Tyler, you know, they're going through a lot of stress, and people are taking advantage of his clients. Even somebody, a female lead right now, I think her name is Melissa, who's on Ruthless, is saying the same thing, that she's ready to leave Tyler Perry too. But
Okay, we already heard that one. Don't be telling Melissa's story. I told him. Oops. What? I didn't know he was going to do that. Okay, I did not know that because I didn't know which video it was in. I really didn't. So, guys, I guess he already put everything out. It's already out there on Front Street. All they have to do just.
he's been working for Tyler for what, since he was 18. I think the guy's like 32 now. I can't. I'm not really good at math, but pretty sure that's what almost 13 years. I'm not really good at math, but that's a very long time. The guy knows the guy very well. So I'm going through the investigation, right, guys? Michael Robbins sends me a message. He has this other paralegal that's typing up all my stuff. Okay, she's listening to everything in my whole testimony. I tell her everything. I tell her everything what happens. I even got the testimony written out and everything. I literally have everything. So I'm over here trying to figure out, okay, should I get an attorney? I don't know what to do. This just doesn't seem right, right? So I'm trying to figure out to get an attorney. I let Chris know I want to get an attorney. The dude gets pissed off, talking about you don't need to get an attorney. You're just gonna cause problems and all this and blah blah blah. We can't have this.
That's another red flag. When they tell you you don't need to get an attorney, you mess things up and say, wait now, what? And then he get mad when you bring that up. Oh, they're all working together. They trying to shut you down. They trying to keep you quiet. They trying to push you away because they know you don't have any money. Lord, oh my God.
Happen. And I'm just like, well, I need to be protected because I don't know what these guys are gonna do. They're gonna manipulate me. These guys are very powerful. They're billionaires. They can do anything. I don't have shit. I ain't got money like them. I don't have shit. I don't got nothing like them. I'm just trying to take down the person who sexually assaulted and raped me. That's the person I'm trying to take down. But here, it gets even much better. While I'm looking for an attorney, I'm looking for entertainment lawyers to try to see who's connected in the business that can really help me out.
That's one of the don't get no entertainment lawyer. Okay. You want somebody. Don't get no entertainment lawyer. They're all working together and don't do that. They're all don't you he should realize the Hollywood and the music industry, everybody work together. When you need help or one of y'all somebody get out of line, there's a lot of handlers to try to keep you contained in a cage. They work together. They don't want to do that. Just like with Diddy, one of the I forgot which one of the was it Capricorn couldn't find if she leave Diddy every time she would go to for another job. They already know what she instead of getting interviewed for the job, they give her a warning about the diddler. So it's like, no, you can't do that. Okay, let's move on to his next video. I think not that many.
So, but he said, this ain't my type of thing. But I think I know a woman that can really
Oh,
do this for you. So he introduced me to this lady named Jeannie Harrison. Jeannie Harrison, I guess she
Gina, there's a lot of messages between him and Gina. Gina, you don't want Gina. Oh my God. I pray for him.
she was she rep for the Harvey Weinstein victims. And I don't know what happened in the Harvey Weinstein, and I've seen that he went to jail, he's been indicted, and stuff like that. But it sounds like it's good on paper, right? She's got everything that you need, right? So let's continue. She takes on my case. I tell her from the beginning of the story. I tell her, listen, I had a lot of attorneys tell me in Georgia because I don't know my rights because I live in Los Angeles. I'm a resident of Los Angeles, but I went over there and traveled in an employment place and came back, right? So you know they're saying the statute of limitation is 2 years. And I told her this straight up. This was statute of limitation for 2 years. And I had several attorneys tell me that in Georgia. So I was like, well, they were telling me you're going to have to get a civil attorney in LA because you're a resident in LA. So I'm going here trying to figure out the situation. I'm telling her she still takes on the case. But she says, hey, I'm about to go on vacation for a whole month and I'll let you know when things are going good.
That's another red flag. She, they're doing their research on you, trying to contain you, get everybody that's in that little petri dish on track of what's going on, how to silence you, how to get you, and they working together. Oh, whole thing.
I waited a month.
While she on vacation,
Okay. I waited a month.
he
No words.
yes.
Nothing. I haven't heard from anyone. I haven't talked to anyone. I only talked to her paralegal. Paralegal's like, just keep sending us some of your doctor stuff and your medical documents. Now, as you
Mhm.
know, guys, that's HIPAA Act.
Yeah.
Giving out federal documents, what I'm going through in my medical procedures, and knowingly, I didn't know they were trying to keep a felony crime hidden. That
Mhm.
is a felony crime, and that's federal. But I'll continue. Um, I'm giving all my medical documents to an attorney that is representing me, right? And she doesn't mention any of this stuff to them. Now I know she's gonna tell me, "Oh, I said these things, and blah blah blah." But why haven't you tell me my rights in Los Angeles? Why haven't you tell me I had unlimited jurisdiction in Los Angeles? Why you didn't tell me I had quid pro in Los Angeles?
That's not her job. Under while they in that little petri dish. But if she was a real attorney and really you're her client and they ain't trying to shut you up or keep you quiet, she been told you your rights. Got to remember, she already know all this about you before you even met her and gave her the rundown. So she figured that's where they're slipping. Because if she was a real attorney, you probably get all of that. But she's a real attorney, but not the one for you. So they're just running a game, trying to run your time out, and then to pay you off and get you quiet and push you along the road, put you on that bus so you can go on back where you come from. That's what they're trying to do. Because what they wanted to do was, since he had a great old time, ooh, I'm not going to even think about that. Ooh, Lord, let me leave my mind. I'm not going to think about that right now because it's too disturbing.
Why was this case not seen by a judge, jury, or so? But he said, this ain't my type of thing. But I think I know a woman that can really do this for you. So he introduced me to this lady named Jeannie Harris.
Okay, we'll see Gina Harrison. Okay, so let's see what this.
Derek Dixon's case. Because I wanted criminal and I wanted civil. But she said it was impossible to do any of that because of the statute of limitation in Georgia.
What now?
Oh,
they taught you 2 years. Now, did they run your time up? Oh, my. You have to watch some lawyers. Some are just chasing.
and I totally forgot. The third party attorney, Michael Robbins, who was doing the investigation, she's been doing business with him for over 15 years, and they've done the same. They were working together in the same practice before for 15 years.
They got each other's back.
They worked on the same cases together as a team.
So as they're working as a team, and they used to work at the same practice for years, they got each other's back. So what you tell one is supposed to be in confidence. Yeah, you told the other, and Tyler, TP knows everything that's going on. You probably on the top of his to-do list every day. What's going on with Mr. Wells?
Conflict of interest. A vulnerable victim that's been sexually assaulted and raped, mood disorder, PTSD, depression. Going through a lot. Going through a lot. And you took advantage of my medical documents.
And I believe him. I really do.
No Silence Act order in California as a resident.
Oh, he's a darn good actor. And he had no acting experience before. Why is it they look at these people? No. They know what they're doing.
As a VA disability retired soldier, I cannot be silenced doing me having a disability. That's a federal crime. I can't be silenced or coerced or pressured to be into signing in anything without seeing a judge, a jury. And I was never told those rights. That's legal malpractice. I make a police report while I'm in Colombia to the Roswell police in September 25th when I came out with my first video. My first video. Before I even signed the NDA. And the NDA was signed in October 31st. Because I even told her I didn't trust her. I didn't trust what they were doing. They were manipulating. I felt like I was being pressed. Even the third party interviewer, Michael Robbins, didn't even give us a conclusion on the case. He didn't even tell us who was at the wrong or anything. He didn't even give us any information. Tyler Perry knew everything. He kept all that information silent. Everything silent. He didn't let anyone know. But my attorney saying, hey, I got text messages of the lady telling me this. Derek Dixon's case. because I wanted criminal.
Okay, we saw that one. Um, these are the last three at the top. Before we get there, I want to go over. Let me see which one it is. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, Mark. This is when he met Mark. Oh yeah. Oh, this one is the hard one. Okay, so I'm gonna. This is September the 25th, 2024, at 4:20 a.m. Mark E. Swington, civil lawsuit. Okay. So the first time I met Mark, I booked a 16th episode on Ruthless, playing the role Belle with the help of Cindy Butler at, at the Elizabeth Talent Agency in Atlanta, Georgia. I was on a Zoom, and I hope I pronounced Elizabeth, I think, Talent Agency in Atlanta, Georgia. I was on a Zoom call with him and what is this? Rivanna drummer, letting me know how much they loved my self tape. And I did my self tape at North Hollywood at Creation Studios. They booked me a first class ticket from Los Angeles to Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, because he is kind of cute. Yeah. They weren't liking you for who you are. They liking you because you're cute to them. You still got a little teenager's face. Barely look 21, and you may be 21 now, but I don't know. But yeah, you got to remember they booked you right away. That's what they do to them all. They booked me a first class ticket from Los Angeles to Atlanta, Georgia. I had a driver waiting on me at the Atlanta airport to take me to the Intercontinental Hotel on November the 16th, 2019. That hotel keeps coming up. I don't think I would want to go to that hotel because it seems like they do some double stuff at that hotel. That hotel must be on the down low. So when it was, let me do something. Let me pull this over, sir. Okay. Okay, we talked about the Atlanta hotel. No, the Intercontinental Hotel on November the 16th, 2019. So when it was time for me to come on set, November the 7th, 2019, they took pictures of me in a wardrobe and wig. Why did they put a wig on you? In a wig. And then when I was about to work, Mark Seston called me in his office, letting me know that they were sending me back home and letting me know I had a 17-year-old face, but I had a man's body. 17-year-old face, and a man's body. Oh, Lord. Run. And I took it in a professional manner. When I did, Mark said he was impressed how I handled it well and said he would promise me a role in the future. I guess he will. Mark, I guess you will, huh? Then 2 years later, we stayed in contact and he booked me for the role cult member on the Oval on October the 19th, 2021. Now, there's a cult in and the other show on the other show. And on that show, it have the leader. They look at him as a god. His name is, he goes by the name of the highest. The highest. Your highest. Okay? And everybody have to do, and people are so afraid, and a lot of people want to go, but they can't go. Okay? So that's on the ruthless. Okay? They can't go anywhere because somebody, another member may snitch on them that they want to leave, and they all behind a big, tall fence gate with armed guards at each at the entrance going and coming. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting sleepy. Mark is impressed how I handled it well when he told him he was got a 17-year-old face and a man's body. I guess Mark's going to be quiet. So he promised him a role in the future. Then 2 years later, we stayed in contact, and he booked me for the role of cult member on the Oval on October 19, 2021. Remember how I told you these two roles is like they married to each other. Cast member go from one show to the other show. Okay. Now, any TPS flew me out. TPS flew me out from LAX to Atlanta, November the 1st, 2021, 12:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Delta Airlines, and landed in Atlanta at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I had to Uber myself to the Intercontinental and Mark. Let me go to the next page. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. And Mark got my C19 test so he could hang out with me. And remember that was during the middle of C19 going on. And I didn't think anything of it because this guy was very powerful at Tyler Perry Studios. I was like honored he would want to hang out with me. And I was like someone that was coming up in the business. And he continued to text me and ask me, where am I? And I was hanging out with this girl named Taylor, who I was having sex relations with. And he would always ask me about her and asking me where I was at and what I'm doing. He acting like he's your daddy. He's a 17-year-old face. He think he's your daddy, sugar daddy or something. He acting like a jealous man over somebody that he said looks like a 17-year-old with a man's body. Okay. Mm-mm. He always calling you. Seem like he, oh Lord, this is weird. Because he always want to know where I was and what I'm doing. And I kept telling him that I was with Taylor. Buckhead. And then he would say, he may stop by and buy me a drink. But if you with somebody else already with Taylor, what does he need to stop by and buy you a drink? Why didn't he say I'll stop by and buy both of y'all a drink? But he don't need to be coming back because he's just somebody you just met for business wise. He's a big, powerful man. What do you want to hang out with a young man that looked like he's 17 with a man's body? That don't make no sense. Mm-mm. Then he would say he may stop by and buy me a drink, and he did buy me a drink, and he got himself a drink, and my girlfriend Taylor. And then me and him walked outside, and he was telling me about TP, which is Tyler Perry, does at his Bahamas Islands with his male actors and female actors, and they all have sex with each other. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't expect to see that because, I didn't read through all of this. No. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mm. Did I? Did I? Is that really what I'm looking at? They all female actors and male actors. They all have sex with each other. He's taking that straight from the show, Ruthless. Oh my God. He's playing out the show. That's a play from the show. That's what Ruthless did with the hives. Oh my God. I wonder who thought of that show, The Hives. Maybe that man, the main character, The Hives. And his role, oh my God. You got to have a twisted mind. And kept repeating that to me when he flew me back out to Atlanta on January the 6th of 2022. If he gonna keep saying that to me, oh no. Mm-mm. You have to watch out for this ninja. Then November the 4th, 2021, 10:54 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, he would ask me how did my performance go on set. And I said, Tyler said I did incredible job. And then text me at November 4th, 2021, 11:29 a.m. PST. You had plans tonight? Oh my God. Something. Do this man. I would ask him, don't you have a girlfriend or wife? Aren't you engaged with somebody or something? Don't you have somebody or a boyfriend or whatever? Seem like you trying to like me, but no, you got the wrong one. Oh my God. So you want to know, do we have plans for the night? We can hang at my crib tonight, and you can keep your uh, original flight back. And I thought it was crazy. He would want me to hang at his crib, and I'm just an actor. Yeah, if he must be have no friends, a creepy person with no friends. I want to hang out with somebody with a 17-year-old face and a man's body. I thought I, I thought I was building a great relationship with someone that could change my career. And then let's go on to the next page.
Derek Dixon's case.
Okay, wait now. I got back to that. Let me get this down. I think I was right in here. So if I let me see. Okay, here's the next page. Page 3. January 5th, 2022 at 10:47 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Mark texts me wanting to see me again and asking my name and date of birth and booked me a flight back to Atlanta on January the 6th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Delta Airlines. Was asking what kind of liquor I liked. And I said, John, what is it, Julio, 1942, and packing at the steakhouse, pick, picking at the steakhouse. He think I would like. Oh, he's taking you out for dinner, wine. Oh, hell, no, 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 wine and dinner. And he kept asking you about your friend girl. Every oh, mm, 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 mm. Okay. Picking at the house, steakhouse. He think I will lie, and then he texts me and wants to know what kind of wine you want. Ooh, he's doing a lot. Mm. And then text me. I landed at Atlanta at 7:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, letting me know he is at S3 terminal and letting me know he is parked at the cell phone lot and drive around to pick me up at arrivals. Wait now, if he this big and powerful, what is he doing going picking somebody up at the airport? Don't he help people to do that for him? And I'm going to show y'all that G-Wagon. Okay? This is crazy. And I saw him in his Mercedes G-Wagon. And he told me we would headed to what is that, Marcello Steakhouse, where we are driving while we are driving. Tyler Perry's calls him and telling me to be quiet and be what? Wait now, roll back. While they are driving to the steakhouse, Tyler Perry calls him. Oh my God. This is a setup if I ever heard one. Oh my God. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I know why this guy, oh, Braxton Wells, is stressed out. You got these dirty old men trying to keep tabs on you and doing all this stuff and just gonna, oh my God. So while they're driving, Tyler Perry calls them, telling him to be quiet, and he has him on speaker, basically saying things about other actors and calling them annoying and bad, mouthing other crew members. What now? The TP is doing this? 'Cause then we get to Marcel's Steakhouse on Buckhead and told me I can get anything I want. And he orders me Don Julio 1942. While I'm drinking my first drink, he orders me more drinks and more drinks. Oh, I don't know what type of drink that is because I don't drink, but I will know one drink from the other. But if he keeps ordering you more drinks and more, he's trying to get you drunk. And I bet he is not drinking his drinks. He's still sipping on the same drink he got because he's ordering you drink after drink. Wait now, more drinks, and I ordered 3 drinks straight on the rocks, and I was already drunk at this point. Oh, he got you drunk, and then because you're already drunk or tipsy, you don't know anybody. You just okay, give me another one. You just keep drinking. Oh my God. And then talking about my career, but he didn't seem interested in that. No, he's too busy looking at other stuff. He kept telling me how handsome I am. Oh my, but you're too drunk to realize now. Oh my Lord. And then when we leave the restaurant, he takes me back to his crib and showing me his $250,000 painting he has in his house and his big aquarium. He's trying to impress you with the stuff that he got. So he trying to let you know he'll be your sugar daddy. That's what he's trying to do. Show you all this stuff. So then you be, oh, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm in his house. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm.
Derek Dixon's case? Because I want it criminal.
Wait down. This, I don't know how I keep getting, okay, you're in this house. Okay, that's the first time you met Mark. Let me see. No, it's over here.
Derek Dixon's
Oh,
case.
guys, we're almost through because this is the gross part. Let me try it from here. Okay. You talked about your career, and then, okay, I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm in his house. Okay. Then, okay, now we're on the right track, guys. I'm sorry about that. And he asked me, had I had a ooh, Don Julio 1942 bottle for me at his bar near his movie theater, and he made my drink for me. Oh, that's it. That's it. He made your drink for you. Oh Lord, that's it. It's done. When they make you your drink, you're done. You're done. He made your drink for you. And I was drinking with him. And then I started feeling weird at this point. Already, when I had another drink, because we went in his movie theater and we was watching a movie, and I don't remember half of the things he was talking about. All I remember, he told me upstairs. He took me upstairs in his room, and he had another room and watching another movie and gave me another drink. Oh Lord. Oh, another and another and another. Because till you can't make sense no more. Drink and gave me another drink and felt extra unbalanced, and I was not coherent, and I couldn't fight anyone. I felt tranquilized, and I knew he put something in my drink. Oh my God. Oh, this is bad. And he started to try to kiss my neck and kiss me. And I told him to stop. Thank you did say the word stop. Thank you. Stop. And he told me, no, it's okay. And I got you. Don't worry. Come in my room. Oh, I got you. Don't worry. No, I couldn't move at all. I felt like my whole body was paralyzed. And then he started taking my clothes off and turned me around, and I couldn't move, and started putting Vaseline on my anus area. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I don't know what should I read this, say this. Y'all look at that part for yourself because I don't know. And start driving his hot dog in my, you know what, backside. And I couldn't move and I couldn't get him off of me. And I start hurting. And then I blacked out. Don't remember what else he did to me after that. And I woke up the next morning and he told me he sent me $6,000 on Apple Pay to keep quiet about everything. And I was lost for words. And I was extremely mad and embarrassed. And I told him I need to take a shower. And I noticed I was wiping myself in the shower. I had Vaseline on me. I think that's the going rate. Diddy paid his male workers, his workers, $5,000.
Derek Dixon's case.
Oh,
Because I wanted criminal.
I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm sorry, guys. I hit the wrong thing. Okay. Okay. This is the last one where he said I had Vaseline on me and blood mixed together on the washcloth. I don't know, guys. I told you this is hard. And I was breaking down, crying in the shower, and I didn't know what to do. I came to realize that I was R2PED by Mark E. Swinton, and I was afraid to speak up about this situation for 2 years because I thought I was going to be blackballed from Hollywood. I left his career and got me a hotel in Buckhead. And going through this dramatic experience, it made my PTSD worse, and my mental health was worse since I'm a retired veteran in the Army. And I've been suicidal all this time. I live life the way I wanted to. I was basically homeless. I was home hopping, and I kept in contact with Mark and stayed on his good side because I was scared. Now, y'all see, men do the same thing when things like this happen. You're scared, you're afraid. Of course, you're gonna. Same thing with the other women, with the Diddy situation. Mark could ruin my acting career, and I just tried to make him happy. But I wanted to report him for so long. But I've seen a psychiatrist at the VA to talk to someone, but I told him I was not happy and I couldn't live my life accordingly. And the VA kept changing my doctors every 6 months, and I never had the same one. See, that's the problem. But I didn't have the funds to afford a civilian doctor. I was living off the VA. I thought I would lose my family's uh, speaking speaking up about all this, but they had my back all the way. But I couldn't live through this burden. It was eating me alive. Oh my God! Oh, just hearing that, it was eating him alive. And I wanted justice for my mental health that Mark had caused me, and I wanted all the victims to speak up for all the things he has done to, and that TP right hand man, and I wanted oh, that's TP right hand man, and I wanted justice for the emotional distress, mental illness, suicidal thoughts he has caused me. My life has not been the same ever since this incident happened. I wanted to, you know what, unalive myself and just let myself be with God. Oh my God. Guys, that's hard. That's hard. We'll pick this story back up. We'll go over the docs tomorrow here. And there it is right there. So we'll go over these docs. This is 3 pages here. So we'll go over this tomorrow. Okay. It's morning time. So it's morning, guys. I don't want to tell y'all what time it is because my husband is up now. So, but I will go over this tomorrow with everyone, and we'll finish up. We had 3 more videos of his. These last 3 at the top. We had those last 3. Then we're gonna do this set of docs, and then these are some emails and texts. Is text and stuff. So we got emails, we got text, and some Instagram posts, and then we do have these at the bottom. These are really quick here, all of this stuff here. So we'll get through that tomorrow. The longest was going through all of his little short videos. And this is so down here at the bottom with him in this white shirt. That's a picture of him, and he posted it's a song to it, and it's so loving and so beautiful. but we're not gonna do that. Okay? Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and say good night to everyone. Well, morning. Good morning, guys. It's Monday morning. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say good morning to you. Good night that I'm getting ready to go to sleep, but good morning that y'all will see me soon. What I'm gonna try to do, just get a few hours of sleep, get back up and go ahead and do this live with you all. And then I'm going to go back to sleep for a little while. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all. And you all, everyone, have a good night. All right. Just have a good night.